Throughout Ghost's journey in power, as well as Tariq's journey in Power Book 2, they both have made one crucial mistake that ended up costing them down the line. As for Tommy, we haven't really seen him be put in a particular situation yet that both Ghost and Tariq had to go through. But before I go into what exactly this situation could be, I want to briefly highlight the latest announcement of both Ghost and Tommy's characters being casted in the upcoming spin-off Power Origins. It was recently announced that actors Spence Moore and Charlie Mann will take on the roles of Ghost and Tommy in the upcoming spin-off Power Origins. While I'm not too familiar with the actor playing Tommy, I have however seen Spence Moore in a few past movies, but more notably Creed 1 and Creed 3 where he played a younger version on Adonis Creed. I think that he will be able to hold his own portraying a younger version of Ghost even though he doesn't necessarily resemble Ghost all the way. The key in these two actors being able to pull off such crucial roles in Power Origins will come down to their chemistry on screen with actor Mackay Curtis. For those of you who are optimistic, just keep in mind that showrunner Sasha Penn has done a great job so far with the casting in Raising Kanan, so it's likely that he saw something in these two actors that convinced him that they were perfect for the roles. But I guess only time will tell. I wouldn't be surprised if we see both Tommy and Ghost in the post-credit scenes of Season 5 of Raising Kanan, with a possible time jump. As we reach this next phase within the Power universe, each of the three main characters in each of the spin-off series have certain people within their circle that they can absolutely not trust at all, but more so Tariq and Kanan. In Tommy's case it's a little different. We have seen Tommy's different relationships throughout the years, with Holly, Keisha, and Gloria. But in each of those relationships, Tommy was never placed in a situation where his life was at risk. If we look at the pattern that Power has followed in the past, we have seen Angela turn on Ghost and have him arrested, and we have seen Effie set Tariq up numerous times with her getting Tariq kicked out of Choate. She also set Tariq up to almost get killed by Noma if it wasn't for Brayden saving the day. But Tommy has never been put in a situation where he was set up by his love interest. This is why I believe Tommy has to play it really smart with Mireya in this final season of Force. Mireya's bond with Tommy has always been complicated. She's drawn to him, but her loyalty has always seemed to go with her family. If Miguel's empire starts to crumble, or if pressure mounts from Tommy or the feds, Mireya could be the ace card that Miguel could use to control Tommy. Miguel could use her love and compassion to be weaponized against Tommy, and there could be a scenario in Season 3 where I could see Mireya flipping on Tommy after Miguel learns that she is still seeing Tommy behind his back. But instead of punishing her, Miguel could demand that she lead Tommy into an ambush situation. Another scenario that I could see playing out would be where Mireya is quietly being pressured by the DEA, who could figure out that she's the key to getting to Tommy. They could threaten her with losing her medical license and possible jail time if she doesn't help them. At the same time, Miguel could find this out and push her into fixing the problem. This could cause Mireya to be cornered from both sides. I could see Mireya convincing herself that she's saving Tommy's life by giving him up to the feds, thinking prison is better than a bullet. Now whether Mireya knowingly or unknowingly sets up Tommy in Season 3 of Force, I do however believe that there will be a plot twist like we have seen in the past with Ghost and Tariq's love interest, where Mireya will turn on Tommy in some way. I'll go even further when I give my predictions for Season 3 in the future. In Tariq and Kanan's situations, they both have not learned their lessons from past mistakes. Perhaps Tariq's biggest mistake that he has made since shooting Ghost at the end of Power is allowing Effie to rejoin him and Brayden in their drug operation. While it may seem like Effie and Tariq have put their problems to the side for the business, I think we all know by now Effie can still not be trusted. Effie has a proven track record of betrayal. She exposed Tariq back at Choate, which got him expelled, and showed early on that she's willing to sabotage him if it helps her survive. Later, with the Lauren situation, she not only went behind Tariq's back, but she also lied about it repeatedly. That betrayal runs too deep to fully erase. At the end of the day, Effie's loyalty is only to herself, not to Tariq, not to Brayden, not to any crew or man. If there's ever a choice between Tariq's survival and hers, she's going to pick herself every time. That makes her unpredictable and dangerous in any high-pressure scenario, because if cutting Tariq or Brayden loose means she lives another day, she won't hesitate for a second. Then there's the chemistry between Effie and Kanan. They both share a ruthless streak, and deep down, they both envy Tariq's position as the so-called golden child in the game. In the upcoming Power Legacy spin-off, it wouldn't be surprising if they teamed up to undercut Tariq's relationship with Noma's brother, who is his new connect. Kanan brings the muscle, Effie brings the brains and manipulation, and together they could easily sway the connect by making Tariq look unreliable. But Effie doesn't want to be someone's partner forever. Tariq sees himself as Ghost 2.0, but Effie's ambition could push her to either surpass him or remove him altogether. Unlike Brayden, who values loyalty and friendship, Effie sees everything as a means to an end. She could start planting seeds of doubt in Brayden's head, maybe even exposing secrets about how Tariq has manipulated him in the past. When that tension finally peaks, Effie could force Brayden into picking a side, and the truth is, Tariq can't survive without Brayden's family connections and resources. If Brayden ends up siding with Effie, Tariq is left completely isolated, which would set Effie up not as a partner, but as a full-on rival, and here's where things could get really dangerous. At a crucial deal, Effie could tip off the police or even rival hitters, leaving Tariq exposed while she positions herself as the more stable option for the connect. That kind of betrayal would shift her role in the story entirely, from Tariq's love interest to his biggest threat in the game. Even though Detective Carter never recognized Effie as an undercover, and even though the NYPD never labeled her as an agent when she was arrested for attempting to kill Lauren, the possibility is still wide open that Effie could secretly be a narc or a planted undercover agent. In the Power universe, major reveals are often held back until they hit the hardest. Think about how Mecca was revealed as a DEA informant, or how Blanca moved in silence for multiple seasons before pulling the trigger on major moves. The same play could easily be happening with Effie. She could have been working off the books, possibly for the feds or a different division that the NYPD weren't aware of. If Effie is playing the long game, she wouldn't be flagged as undercover in any NYPD paperwork because her entire cover relies on no one being able to connect the dots. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Effie's computer hacking skills add another layer to the narc theory. We've seen her break into PCs, move around digital firewalls, and operate in ways that make her far more tech-savvy than anyone else in Tariq's circle. That kind of skill set is gold for law enforcement. Whether it's the DEA, FBI, or cybercrime units, having someone in the field who can pull data, track money laundering, or expose encrypted communications would be invaluable. It's exactly the type of background an undercover agent would be given to infiltrate. If this turns out to be the case in the long run, then Effie isn't just a threat because of her ambition or her past betrayals. She's a ticking time bomb who could single-handedly bring down Tariq's entire empire from the inside whenever she wants. In Kanan's case, it's slightly different. On the surface, Snaps and Pop put Kanan in position by introducing him to Breeze. But this doesn't necessarily mean that they're all of a sudden trustworthy. Snaps and Pop move like old-school hustlers who'll always choose money and power over loyalty, and Kanan still doesn't know they're the ones behind Famous's death. That secret could blow up everything once it comes out. If Kanan decides to take them out, Breeze might respect him for avenging Famous's death, but he could also see it as reckless since they were the ones who vouched for Kanan in the first place. That tension could test whether Breeze views him as a strong protege or a loose cannon. Add in Unique, whose loyalty is only temporary, and Season 5 could leave Kanan standing alone, forced to prove to Breeze and the streets that he can run things without the very people who once put him on. Out of Tommy, Tariq, and Kanan, who do you think has the most likely chance to get betrayed? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the Power universe. See you all next time in the universe of Power.